Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a book haul. If you see that little stack behind me, that's all the books I've gotten in the last month. If you don't know, I work at Barnes & Noble and I get 50% off of all books. And as a person who works in a bookstore, it is very, very difficult to work there and not buy books with that discount. So I've been a little crazy this month. First, we're going to go with the new books that I got from Book of the Month. I actually got two books this month, the Book of the Month for December, and then I also got an add-on because I've seen everybody talking about it. I was just really feeling a historical romance, so I decided to go for it. First one I got for the pick of December, which is the 13th Child. I've been seeing this one. It has been on my radar and I decided to get it whenever I saw that it was one of the picks this month. This is the YA pick and it just sounded so interesting, and it's a standalone. I love a good standalone because I have too many series that I don't want to start. And then the next one, this was my add-on, which was Bringing Down the Duke. This one I've seen people talking about it and it just looked really interesting and right up what I was feeling at the time. Oh, but that is so cute. I love that. These two books I'm very excited to read. Moving on to the stack here of books that I have bought lately. I do need to charge my camera, so I'm going to go do that and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back with a fully charged battery and I have to be at work in an hour, but we're here. So I'm going to speed run this because I have a lot of books that I've gotten. 13 books, not counting the few books that I just got from Book of the Month. So this first one is King of Scars. Now this one I got because I'm reading it with my boyfriend's younger sister. I just recently got her into reading. She is super obsessed with the Grishaverse. She read Six of Crows and then she read Shadow and Bone. And she was like, I want to read King of Scars. And I was like, I haven't read King of Scars yet. Let's read it together. So I got her and me a copy and we're doing a little book club and reading that together. So that is King of Scars. These ones I have already read. Fourth Wing. Listen guys, I was like, oh my god, the hype. Like, it's way overhyped. It's dumb, whatever. I was like in a reading slump and I was like, I kind of want to read a book about dragons. So I picked it up and I had a really good time. I really enjoyed it. I did get the one with the dragons on the edges that I love. I feel so bad because I literally was like crapping on people for reading it. And I was like, guys, like, it's such a bad book, whatever. And it's way overhyped. And then I read it and I gave it 5 stars. Then I also picked up Iron Flame because, of course. This one was also really good, so I'm excited for the next book coming out in January. That's definitely on my list of anticipated reads that I am excited to pick up. So moving on, I went to Goodwill and I scored on this book, which was The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I was like amazed because I got this book for $1, brand new hardcover. I can't believe I found this. I've already read this book. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was, had me on the edge of my seat. I loved it. It was really fun time reading this book. This girl's mom disappears and then she reappears and there's a whole mystery of where she's been for like 10-20 years or something. Moving on, another one that I got, this one was $5. My Plato's Closet is currently selling books now, so that's where I got this, was $5 at Plato's Closet. I don't know much about it. It just looked really interesting and I've been kind of feeling, like I said, the Victorian era kind of books and I've been wanting to read those. It's gonna be like a mystery romance set in 1865, so I think that that's gonna be really interesting. The Great Gatsby, again, this was like, I got this for $1. I'm excited to read this. I've always wanted to read a classic and I just recently watched another booktubers video. She read The Great Gatsby and said it was okay, so I decided to pick it up whenever I saw that it was $1 and try it out. And then the score of all scores, I'm so excited about this one. The book that got me into reading was Maze Runner by James Dashner, and I have all of the Maze Runner books except for the novella, and I wanted to have it in paperback but I could not find it anywhere for like a good price, so I found it and I got it for $1. Prank Palace is the novella, Maze Runner novella, that takes place, one of the characters, and kind of what happens to him as his story diverges from the other characters in the book. So this I'm so excited about. Like, I honestly kind of want to reread it because it's a really fast read, under 200 pages, and it's a sad one though, but it's really good. So The Crank Palace. I'm so excited about this. This one is my book of the month. This was from November and I just never did a video because I kind of went into like a slump of not filming videos and I got really busy, so I didn't film the opening this book of the month, but this was my November book of the month, which was The Road of Bones. This one looked really interesting, the most interesting out of the picks that there was for November, so I decided to go for it because I've heard that it's kind of like a Viking-esque enemies to lovers and something. So it says, in a epic, immersive, Viking-inspired romantic fantasy, a woman fleeing a ruthless assassin accidentally joins forces with a group of mercenaries and must use all of her cunning to escape with her life and her heart intact. So that just sounds really good and I'm excited. I've also looked at the reviews and it looks pretty high, pretty promising, so I'm excited to see where this book will take me. Really a kid's book. I never thought I would read it, but I saw it when I was working shelving kids and I just couldn't pass it up to have it just like in my hands. I was like, I need it. So that was the first How to Train Your Dragon book. How to Train Your Dragon is one of my all-time favorites, and at the time I was also reading Fourth Wing, so I was very in a dragony mood. So I found the second How to Train Your Dragon book. We just got it in and I wanted to continue the series. The first book was just so adorable and so much fun. I had a good time reading it, and it's also a quick read because it is a kid's book. There's an ambulance. It has like little drawings and stuff in it and it's just really adorable, so I decided to pick it up. Now, if you don't know, the books are extremely different from the movies, so if you're like, oh my god, there's books, picking it up thinking it's gonna be, you know, Hiccup and Toothless from the movies, it is not. The original book, Toothless is actually a teeny tiny little dragon. That's what Toothless was originally like in the books instead of the big scary Night Fury that he became in the movies. There's also a lot of characters in here that aren't in the movie, so it's definitely a different world, but it's so cute and I've enjoyed reading this. Okay, so this one is actually another thrifted one. So whenever I got this one, it was Black Friday at Goodwill and they had 50% off stuff, and this one I got for 75 cents. I got a brand new hardcover book for 75 cents. The Headmaster's List. I've already read a book by this author, which was the Queen's Assassin, and I loved that book. It was one of my earlier series that got me into reading and I loved it, and so I've been wanting to read more by this author. So when I saw this, I immediately grabbed it. Now, I don't really know anything about this book. I never actually read what it was about. So on the back it just says Scream, Float, Crash, 4 teens, 3 suspects, 1 burning question. Who would want a high school sophomore dead? So it seems like it is going to be a YA mystery kind of thriller, so that's exciting. I'm hoping that it's good, but if not, I mean, it was only 75 cents, so it's not that big of a deal. Special edition that I got that recently came out, which was A Study in Drowning. I'm very excited about this one. The cover is absolutely stunning, and then the sprayed edges, and then the back, and then whenever you open it you've got this, as well as my favorite part, this. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, and the spine looks like an old library book. I mean, it's stunning, so I'm very excited about this one. This one is in my December TBR video, so I'll link that above somewhere here so that you can check that out, where I tell more of what this book is about. But I'm very excited about this one. I've heard great things, so I can't wait to read it. Alright, next up, we're almost there, you guys. I've got The Amber and the Ashes. This was an impulse buy, but I'm so glad that I got it. I have been wanting to read this book for a while. Another booktuber I saw has recently read the whole series and has been raving about it, and ever since I watched her videos on how good this book was, I mean, she gave it an infinity star rating, so I think that is a sign because it just sounds right up my alley. It's got the whole aspect, all the tropes, and it's so high on my Goodreads list of books that I want to read that I'm just so excited and stoked for this one. Leia is a slave, Elias is a soldier, and neither is free. So that just sounds really interesting and I'm so excited to read it. Also, I love the cover. I mean, the gold and the red and the pink, and then the spine, all 4 books match to make a picture, and it's just, oh my god, I can't wait to put it on my shelf whenever I finish reading it. I'm so excited about this one. So then I also impulse bought another book by her, not knowing. I thought it was a standalone, but apparently it actually takes place after this series, so you have to read this first. It is her newest book, which is The Air, and I just love this cover as well. I mean, it's just stunning. Like, her covers are amazing. They're so pretty. And then the inside with the map is stunning as well. And then whenever you open it, you do have this for the cover, and I just couldn't pass it up. It's so beautiful. Even though I can't read it yet because I have to read the other series, I love having this on my shelf. It's so pretty. That is all of the books I have gotten lately in the month of November. It has been a big book month. I've just been buying books and like not having self-control, and I don't know why. Yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day. Like I said, make sure to subscribe for more videos coming soon, and like and comment and all of the lovely things. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!